Our entire conversation about free will yesterday and your ability to make choices that define who you are was a lie. Free will doesn't exist. The whole unit on existentialism, actually, including Kierkegaard and existential dilemmas, all that stuff was a lie. It was just something for me to teach. Because what science tells us, and what I'm going to try to prove to you in a couple of different ways, is that we actually don't have any free will. You don't make choices. You're a robot. So I asked you, did you prefer burrito or pizza? That looks like a decision, and in your brain, it certainly feels like a decision. But what science tells us is that your brain functions like the video that you watched. This too shall pass. So that first little scene where he takes the truck and he rams it into a set of dominoes and starts the domino setup of the whole Rube Goldberg machine was like my question to you. Going into your brain and starting a chain link of brain activity. That's the key. Brain activity is physical. That means that you can't control it. It's like a domino setup. And let's say that you have this path of dominoes that's headed straight down and it comes to a Y. Well, those dominoes are set up in a way that it's either going to knock down the left or knock down the right. It doesn't actually get to choose. There's no choosing going on, which means that what looks like a free decision over here, option A, isn't, because B was never going to happen. In your brain, the lineup comes like this, and it goes toward option A. B was never a choice. Your brain functions like a domino setup. There are an endless number of videos that I wanted to show you guys just because I think it helps to try to get this into our brains, this idea that we're not free. But I didn't want to bombard you, so this too shall pass was enough. Plus, I also thought it was a fitting chorus for our current coronavirus crisis. I have a reading attached, and what that reading is going to do is it's going to reinforce this idea that your brain functions fundamentally like a computer, which means that you don't have any free will. And if that's the case, then you're a robot. He uses the word automaton at one point, and an automaton is like a robot. It's something that does things automatically versus autonomous. Autonomous means that you're free. And what he's saying is that we're not autonomous, that we are automatons. We are things that are like robots, that are like computers, that information comes into your brain, sets off domino setups in your brain, and spits out outputs that are predetermined by your brain chemistry and whatever the environmental input was. There's no free will whatsoever. So what I'm going to ask you to do, today there's no assignment to turn in, but I would like to ask you to complete the reading that is attached here in step 4. And then tomorrow we're going to come back to it, and then that's the point at which I'll have something for you to respond with on the topic of free will. Okay, go ahead.